the U.S. Constitution. This is I'm not involved in this. The underlying facts that are going to make a determination is whether there's a conflict and what Mr. Devins wants to do. This is completely 100% a decision between himself and his lawyer. I don't have anything to do with it.
We're not disputing that.
So I don't know what else I can do at this point. You've asked me to press pause on all these motions. I'll press pause. I'm not going to move this trial date. This trial is going forward in September.
Oh, yeah.
So if these motions are heard next month, or they're heard in March, or they're heard in August, or they're heard contemporaneously during his trial, which again would not be the most ideal way to do things, but that's what ends up happening. That's what ends up happening. But the one thing I can tell you is not going to happen is someone that has been in custody for 2,160 days, his trial is not going to be delayed under any circumstance. So that being said, what else would you like me to do this morning?
Well, a couple things. Since the state filed a motion for rehearing, there are misstatements in their motion that need to be corrected. Since we received this early this morning and saw it for the first time, we did not file any written response. And if I may, just go through the corrections that we saw. It's on number 1, it says the search warrant was issued in December of 2024.
This case finna be so crazy, like
3, not 24.
I think he did it. I don't know what y'all probably think if you've been keeping up with the case.
In paragraph number 2,
I definitely think he did.
they said that the
Shit,
state
I can't say I know he did it because I don't
an ongoing
physically know,
investigation.
but from the evidence from the last
That
case,
is absolutely untrue.
he did it.
We learned of it through Apple. They confirmed it yesterday for the first time, over a year after the search warrant was executed. Paragraph number 5 indicates that this investigation is separate and apart from the defendant's current case. It conflicts with paragraph 11. That implies that this investigation is related to the tampering case of Mr. Dennis. Is it unrelated or is it related? I think the court needs to know that, because if it's related, I believe, and we will file a written response under discovery, he's entitled to that information. Anything that leads
I know
to
for a fact that
relevant and
I
important
looked at the whole
information.
case, you know
I'm
what
not
I'm
asking
saying,
the court to
mistrial.
rule on it at this point.
They
but I
got
want
good
the court to
evidence
know
on this boy, but
that if it's
I don't
related
know how it's gonna
to
turn
his
out.
present
because
charges under 3.2.
From what I think, he did that shit for sure. Melly did that shit.
They make a statement that regardless of what Mr. Emmons wants and is willing to waive the conflict, they believe
If y'all watching this
Ms.
Melly case,
Raven
what y'all think?
must
Because I know what I think. I watched
regardless of that.
it. Man, I know what happened.
That's their assertion. They have to prove it. And I want to put the court, the state on notice that they must prove. They can't merely allege that the conflict is so extent that even if this young man wants to waive it, they're going to come in here and say she must get off the case. That's what they say in this plea in paragraph number 11. That's a question for the court to determine.
I mean, why would you want
evidence.
to have a lawyer that's like getting investigated on your case? Like, it's just too
we are
sloppy,
still under
too
the
much,
same impression
too much BS going
that we
on.
don't have enough information. Pursuant to your Honor's
You need
request,
to have a solid
Mr.
defense,
Harrison
like,
and
you
I
know what I'm saying? You
spoke
can't be having no ripples in your
Mr. Dennis.
game
I
plan
call
when you
him
trying
Melly, the court.
to, you know what I'm saying, defend yourself from a murder case.
Mr. Demons, fair enough.
Thank you.
This judge look like Peter Griffin though. Like, I ain't even am I tripping?
Potential.
Am I tripping? I'm not. Go look at the live. Bro look like Peter Griffin, bro.
Or the court can inquire from
And he
him.
almost,
He informed us
it's like he almost sound
that
like
he
him to
doesn't
me
have
too.
enough
Like,
information.
boy, he got
to
that
make a decision.
attitude.
You're talking to me about privileged communication.
Well,
I'm going to talk to Mr. Devins at the conclusion of the hearing this morning, everything that I'm allowed to talk to him about. I don't want to hear about anything that you all talk about.
I was just willing to profit the state of that.
Yeah, that's a good judge right there.
And we would, of course, ask the court to deny their motion for rehearing and rule consistently with what you ruled yesterday, that they not only have to produce the search warrant, but the affidavit.
Well, do you want to respond to the case?
This case gonna be wild, man. Like, I'm tuning in every time they got something going. I'm watching the whole case like I did last time. Like, I'm tuning in, man. This finna be.
So let them come in here and make a
It's gonna be wild. If this boy is able to pull it off,
unrelated,
good for
totally
him, man.
different, or if it's in fact related, he has a right to see that information.
At least he got some good lawyers.
3.220 is clear on that. Anything that could lead to relevant information must be disclosed. Judge, there's one other matter that we need to go sidebar on.
Okay, well, hold up, pause on that till later. State, is there anything else that you want to tell me today? The only thing I'm going to do is talk to Mr. Demons about the front end of this colloquy, if you will, and then give you a future date, which I'm looking at is February 18th. That's the day before my next trial starts, after the trial that's starting tomorrow. And on Tuesday, February the 18th, what I'm also going to ask each side to do is, if there's any motion pending that you think I can hear,
Judge got hella work to do
by the pending matters that are up on appeal before PCA. State, if you have anything that you want me to hear on February 18th, just file a notice of hearing and identify the motion you want me to hear. Defense, if there's anything else you want me to hear on February the 18th, just file a notice of hearing and identify what it is you want me to hear. I anticipate the murder trial that I'm commencing tomorrow will be done by then. It may not be, but I'm hoping that it is. And if it is, then I'll give you the whole day on February the 18th to address this issue regarding his representation.
Melly not looking so sure about himself right now, man.
Pending matters, and I'll be happy to do that too.
Judge, I can just ask, I know you said file a notice of hearing, if we could have a deadline like by February 1st, so we don't end up in the same position we did this time where it was filed, before.
Let's see, we're talking about February 18th, so how about the end of business on February the 7th? How about that?
That's fine, Judge.
All right, so that goes for both sides. If there's anything you want me to hear on February the 18th, just file a notice of hearing, identify exactly what it is that you want me to hear. And I'm going to see on February the 18th at 9:30 a.m. Again, we'll call it all pending motions. Maybe we'll be able to work all day, and maybe we'll be able to do nothing. I guess that's really going to be up to you all. State, is there any other requests that you have this morning?
Yes, Judge, as to the search warrant itself that Your Honor is going to compel us to provide, I'd ask that we have it until February 1st, just so we have time to pursue the appellate remedies in the meantime, and then I'd also ask that it provide Your Honor in camera first, because it's the state's position that there are, even in the
Melly
search warrant
looking
itself,
amazed, like, man,
certain
what the
things that
fuck?
make reference to other targets in the investigation, which are confidential, privilege, and would jeopardize the investigation. So we would ask that Your Honor review that in camera, if any necessary actions have to be made, and then it can be provided to defense.
We would object to that procedure, and they had a year, over a year, producing these documents, so no surprise. We would ask that be given to us by the end of tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't understand how they had all this time, but didn't get this paperwork in order. Like this, that's the state on bullshit.
State, this is what I'll do. I'm ordering you to turn over a copy of the search warrant. I need you to get that to me. A week from today, that's January 14th. End of the day, January the 14th. That comes to me, and then I'll review it.
That's great, because she got the motherfucker right there.
I can't imagine there's anything in there I'm gonna redact. I mean,
if he wouldn't have just said another date, she was gonna give him the paperwork today.
Anything they want. To do this in the midst of a capital case, say, I realize some things are gonna happen that you might not find ideal, but that is what you're doing because you've chosen to do this in the middle of a capital case. So, Mr. Demon's heightened due process rights will take precedent over every other matter in this case, obviously. So that's just the way it's gonna have to be. But
due process.
Request over the defense objections, at least as to that. Ms. Wilcox, you give you a blank order, you can fill it out this morning. I know it's over the defense objection, but show them the order, and I'll be happy to sign it. The search warrant comes to me within 1 week, and then I will review it in camera, and then I will distribute it accordingly as I see fit. State, anything else you want me to do this morning?
The judge?
Defense, besides your matter that you want to talk to me about sidebar, anything else
Yes,
you want
since
to
you're going
do?
to, in camera, review the search warrant, we would ask that the state submit the affidavit.
Well, the case law seems pretty clear that you're not entitled to that, but if you have some competing authority, I'm happy to do it.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, on another note, I was a little confused yesterday as to
Yeah, last
whether or not you
last
lifted
well
the
said
stay
case
as far
he
as
was
discovery
he
and
was
start
all over
discovery
the place.
again on everything, or are we still under that stay order? Just asking for-
I asked both sides if you wanted to do that. I thought you both told me that you did want to do that, that you wanted to do the things that you can do.
I want to do everything,
I agree with you.
Right.
but,
Time is short, but,
but the state is the one that asked for the stay.
well, see, what do you want me to do?
Judge, we need to speak with the Attorney General's office, because we have that stay for a reason with certain things, but we have plenty to do
outside of that.
outside of that first. So
Okay,
we have
well, why don't we do the things that we all agree we can do? So the answer to Mr. Answer's question is yes. Without objection from either side, the stay is lifted to the extent that we can litigate any matter that's not currently before.
Well, no, we are objecting to that, Judge.
that was already done by Judge Murphy.
Right, that's already been
Judge
done.
Murphy already lifted the stay.
He modified it,
Right,
Mm.
we
so that
modified
we
it.
could do ongoing discovery as to things that were not up on appeal.
Okay. Again, if one side notices something for February 18th and the other side thinks that that is included in the matters that cannot be handled because it's currently at the Fourth District Court of Appeals, I'm sure you will file a written response and let me know that. And I guess I'll have to make a decision whether I agree with you or whether I don't.
Man, this case
Defense,
finna be
besides the matter that you want to talk to me about anything else?
it's already starting off rocky. So
Judge, the only thing I would like to have you possibly consider is that you had said you were prepared to ask Mr. Deming some questions right now. I'm a little concerned that with the lack of information that exists in this case,
he won't be able to make an informed.
opine on where to go right now, based on what?
He ain't got too much information to work with. It's finna be.
That
We don't even know if he's finna continue with the lawyers he got.
I'm not gonna ask him any questions. I'm just gonna explain to him the choices that he's made. No different than a defendant deciding to testify or not testify at a trial. I'm not gonna ask him any questions. I'm telling him what's coming. Because at some point, he is gonna have to tell me what he wants.
And of course, we're gonna object at this point, and until the time that he's fully informed as to what there is that may be a conflict, he is in no position to answer, to make an opinion as to whether,
I'm not asking his opinion. You're
Right.
objecting to me talking to your client about his rights?
it depends on what you say, Judge, but I am prefacing what you comments on because I was under the impression that you were gonna inquire with him as to whether or not that he finds there's a conflict.
No, I'm not.
Okay, great.
I'm not. Okay, again, so the record is crystal clear on this. I'm following this procedure pursuant to a case called Figueroa, Figueroa hyphen Sanabria, Sanabria versus State. It's a Florida Supreme Court case from 2023. It's found at 366 Southern 3rd, 1035. And this was a death penalty case as well.
Mm. They stay going to the fucking case files, boy.
I'll quote what the Florida Supreme Court quotes. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. All competent defendants have the right to control their own destiny. He's entitled to his constitutional right of assistance of counsel, and there's nothing that makes him relinquish this right. So all I'm gonna do this morning is explain to Mr. Deming that at some point this is gonna be his choice. I'm sure his lawyers will give him the best advice, but this is gonna be his decision. And he may not agree with your advice at some
Right,
point.
right.
It's like a defendant may decide to testify or not testify and not follow the lawyer's advice. But I take this decision to be the same way. It's a fundamental decision. This is a client decision. This isn't a lawyer decision. So, Mr. Deming, raise your right hand for me.
Mm.
You don't have to stand. You're okay. You can sit. You swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Please state your full name.
Melly, Jim,
How old are you?
25.
How far did you go in school?
What the fuck?
Graduated, but I got my own GED.
You read and understand the English language?
Yes.
Are you presently under the influence of any drugs, medication, or alcohol?
No.
Have you ever been treated for a mental illness?
No.
Are they giving you any medication in the jail right now?
No.
How are you feeling this morning?
Confused.
I understand. I'm a little confused myself.
Right.
Your head is clear? You're not hearing voices. You hear your lawyers. You're talking to your lawyers. You understand what's going on this morning? Okay. All right, so Mr. Demons, here's the deal. You're, just like any other defendant, you're entitled to have conflict-free lawyer or lawyers representing you. Okay, a lawyer that has your best interest in mind, to the exclusion of anything else. You with me so far? Okay. The state has told you that one of your lawyers is currently under investigation. For what? I have no idea. But there's some ongoing criminal investigation. Okay, you with me so far? Okay. So this, what your lawyers correctly pointed out yesterday, raises immediately what we call a conflict of interest. In other words, maybe at some point during this litigation or some point during the trial, my lawyer's not going to do what's the best thing for me. My lawyer's going to do what's the best thing for my lawyer. And your two interests are separate. You understand that? Okay.
Right.
So, once your lawyers have had the opportunity to investigate all this, to get you all the information they can possibly get, so they can talk to you about all this, at some point, you're going to have to make a decision about who you want your lawyers to be going forward. You with me on that?
Yes.
Okay. Even if there is a conflict, you can waive the conflict if you want and say, Judge, I understand there's a conflict, but that's okay. I like these lawyers. They're doing a great job for me. They did a great job for me in the past.
Right.
And I don't want to change, lawyers
Melly
this late.
got a big decision to make,
You
people.
understand that?
Yeah.
Or you could likewise say the opposite and say, Judge, I don't feel comfortable with this. I think there's a conflict. I don't think Miss Liberty should be my lawyer anymore. I don't think any of my lawyers should be my lawyer anymore. And I want to go get some new lawyers. And if you want to hire your own lawyers, you can go out there and hire anyone you want. And if you want me to appoint
Y'all think you
lawyers
got
to
the money for
represent
that?
you, you have to file an application with the clerk's office. And if they find that you're financially qualified, I
Right.
can appoint lawyers to represent you.
Right.
Understand that? The whole point I'm trying to make with you today, sir, is that this is going to be your decision. Your decision. Your lawyers will give you their best advice, and you have some excellent lawyers, okay, about what they think you should do. But at the end of the day, you can follow their advice, or you don't have to follow their advice. It's your decision. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me about anything that I've said so far?
You have a moment, John?
Sure. No questions? All right. So, Mr. Jones, I'm pressing pause on the conversation at this point. We're going to have the second half of this conversation at some point in the future. I hope it's sooner in the future rather than later.
Why the fuck he
But
ain't
the
just
last
asked
point I
what he
wanna make
wanted
sure,
to
and
ask,
I'm giving
man?
you and your family and your lawyers as much notice of this as I can.
He should have
Your
asked
case is
what he
set to
wanted to
trial
ask.
September the 10th. And that's not that far away. Do you understand that? Okay. Your case is going to go to trial on September the 10th. So if you change lawyers, you're going to get a group of lawyers in place that are going to have like 7 months to prepare a capital case.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So the longer it takes to make this decision.
What it just said, what you're telling him is right now that he is basically having to stay with us as his attorney, because if not, then he'll get another set of lawyers that will not be prepared, and they will only have 8 months to do what has taken years to do, and therefore you're pushing him into the corner that he has to stay with us. I don't think that's fair what the court has said.
Over your objection, sir. That's not what I'm saying at all. I want to make sure that you understand that time is of the essence. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to put them back on the docket, February the 18th at 9:30 a.m. This issue with the warrant will be resolved at this point, and whatever's going to be distributed to the parties will have long since been distributed to the parties. You all can file whatever additional motions you think are appropriate. If there's any motion the state wants me to hear, we're going to do that in a notice of hearing. That's by the close of business on Friday, February the 7th. Defense, if there's any motion that you want me here, you're gonna do that in a written notice of hearing by Friday, February the 7th. If I don't have something noticed in writing by Friday, February the 7th, at the close of business, I will not be hearing it. On Tuesday, February the 18th, Mr. Deming's case remains set for trial September the 10th at 9 o'clock. State, anything else that I can do for you this week?
No, Judge.
Defense, with the exception of your, all right, is the state coming up here too?
Yes.
Okay. Mike, this is not on the record. Dan, I think there's a microphone here. That needs to go.
Mm. Yeah, that microphone did pick up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was hearing a little something, you know. Mm. It's finna be wild. Damn. That nigga going up against a death penalty? Shit. That's gonna be damn. That's gonna be crazy for your boy. It's gonna be crazy for your boy, y'all. When you make the decisions to do what he did, possibly, allegedly, what else can you do? You just gotta deal with it. Mm-mm. I don't know, man.
Okay, so I'm gonna see Mr. Rivers on February the 18th. If you need to get in front of me sooner, just contact my office. Although I am starting another first-degree murder trial tomorrow, so that trial may end earlier than I suspect. I'll just play that one by ear. Ms. Wilcox, FT, that concludes FT for today. That concludes FX until 3:30? Yeah. Okay. So then the division FX will otherwise be in recess until 3:30 this afternoon? Hope y'all have a nice one. All right, Mr. Court reporter.
Mr. Reese from here? Yeah.
Mm. They like, we don't want no problems when it come down to microphones, none of that shit. Yeah, they trip. Let's see.
I'm going to Houston. Yes, bro. I do not feel like this is over going, bro. I don't feel like we're in the same house.
Why, bro?
Because, bro, I feel like we're not working together, so I'm out of here.
Bro, you literally come upstairs when you want to come upstairs.
No,
you don't come upstairs.
It's cool, though. I'll be back.
That just leaves me.
You got them. You're straight.
Recently, the Safe Frost has been under a lot of drama and controversy because of his Frost-a-thon. A lot of people suspecting that he has a huge ego, has been acting out and being really weird towards not only his friends but also his family member, being his sister, as all of his actions on his most recent subathon had just been odd to a lot of people. But I'm gonna start from the very beginning with who even is the Safe Frost if you're truly unaware. Safe Frost is a streamer slash YouTuber, and he's a pretty well-known streamer, famous in the WL community, and has collabed with many people from Kai Cenat, Your Rage, Rod, and his content is mainly girl content, which is just having girls on stream, trying to have fun with them, flirt with them, doing this and that.
Come on. You buy it.
Buy it?
Yeah.
No, I'll buy that.
And I told you to buy it, so buy it.
You ain't gonna tell me.
That right there sums up a lot of Deshay's content, and I feel like it would be fine because a lot of content creators do girl content, and it's become a new wave when it comes to Twitch and even YouTube. The issue is he's not on the normal side of girl content where you're just flirting with them, maybe saying a wild thing here or there. This man takes it a step further and basically does softcore prawn when he's doing girl content. And it doesn't just extend to random girls he might meet on Twitter or even OF girls that he randomly finds. This extends to his family as well. Yes, this man uses his family to make freaky content.
This smell hella good, though. What? Bro, what? What the f is going on, bro? What is...
For the people unaware, that was Deshay's mother in a video titled "My Mom Must Be Stopped," where he walks in on his mother taking photos on some very odd, freaky timing. And let's honestly be real, if anybody that was normal had the situation happen to them, you would not only erase your entire hard drive, but try your best to find out how to erase your memories.
Right,
you,
you ain't even finna post that,
or see
bro.
that moment again in your
That's
life.
because they weirdos, bro.
To his viewers, which is odd, especially if you're going to use your mother in a
Put your
sexualized
mama on
manner,
a
because
video
you're just inviting your fans to do the same and objectifying.
She got lingerie on, but she agreed to it, so, but it's all about the money, though.
About to do a body reveal.
You got a BBL?
Yeah.
Why are you getting a BBL, Mom?
It's not a BBL.
You are 30, 12.
Mom wasn't a...
67.
I'm not 60 nothing. Don't look at me like that.
What are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
Look though, I have no...
Let me see.
I got hips too, finally.
So you just threw that stomach to that. You thought that was
Oh my God.
That's
Older
not even
lady
real
falling
butt.
into the whole trap.
That, open your phone.
All the...
See.
Open your phone. Open your phone. You know what that is?
What?
That's that.
I always
That
knew
is
it,
that.
man. I'm like, it was something about
Mom,
it. If
that
I was
is
always
that.
a young
You used
dude,
to have a stomach.
and I was
Why
That's
he's
not
pushing the
older
sexualization
chicks.
of his own mother?
Like, how are these older chicks single? What's going on?
That's
This was a
insane
long
to
time
say
ago.
in general. And then also
I'm
record it,
smashing
post it to
motherfuckers
hundreds
in
of
their
thousands
50s,
of people
you
to
feel
see
me? I'm
and
20-something.
agree with you on, so that they
I'm like,
can make
damn,
even worse comments,
something ain't
and
right,
crazier
decent.
ones. But it seems like he
I'm
has that
talking
covered
about
himself though, because his
nice
friend comes
women,
in later
man.
in that video and he asks his friend what he would do to his own mother. Again, this is your mother. Why are we doing this?
You want to show it off? Nah, you paid
$20,000.
$20,000. Go ahead then.
I'm not wearing this.
Show it off. I'm asking you. So you telling me you hit my mama?
Huh?
You smell mama?
No.
What? Exactly, bro. Look, why are you over here, bro?
And in general, who wants to post videos where their mom is doing stuff like this? And that already created a perception of Deshay that was very weird to people, because not only would he do this with his mother, but he would also do stuff like this with his sister as well.
Bruh. What are you? You're being in the. What are you on right now, bro?
I'm 6 months post.
What do you mean 6 months? You posted today.
PDL.
You posted to. Are you serious?
But it doesn't take a genius to see this and be like, man, obviously this content is fake. I mean, even the 12-year-olds that are probably watching this could understand that and put that together. But it is still very odd that his way of creating content was using his family members in sexual ways, his sister to his mother, and it makes you wonder how far would he go for content if he's willing to go and cross this type of a line. Because you gotta put yourself in his shoes. He woke up that day, thought of that idea of like, man, mom, I need you to pretend to take sexualized photos with somebody on the ground position, and I'm gonna act like I walked in on you and get really upset. Like, what? And you're probably sitting there wondering if this is supposed to be a video talking about the
just
Shea
go for
Sabathon.
it. Like,
Why are you
okay,
even mentioning
but she see the
this?
money,
Well,
though.
I
Like,
wanted to bring this up so
all
you can
women
understand
change
who
when they
Shea
see the
was
money.
beforehand. This
Like,
is somebody
I
who
don't
definitely
give
is
a fuck.
focused on getting money.
Who wanna
on
argue
views,
about it?
Doesn't seem too passionate about the
Women
content.
change when they
Look,
see
at
that
least if
money.
you're making
Like,
content like this, maybe he does love waking
they
up
do
in the
shit
morning,
that they
turning off his
wouldn't do
alarm clock, and then going,
when they
man,
see
let me
that
text
money,
my mom and make
boy.
sure she can buy the best lingerie so I
That's
can
why
walk in on
y'all
her and
ask.
act like I am truly
Hey, look,
upset that
don't
she's
try
taking
to-
all types
don't
of
try to
photos
fight
to post on Instagram, but do something
and-
else sexualized
and
with it. I
believe
highly doubt
something
that. Who
different.
knows? Maybe that is
Tell
true.
you,
But
yo
recently he
bitch,
decided to do a subathon,
yo
which is just
bitch
when Twitch
do
gamers
different
do an
shit
entire live stream
around the
where they
money.
have a timer, and once the
So-
timer ends, they will end the stream. But if you give them subs, then you will
You'll
add
see-
time to the
you'll
timer, and they won't
understand,
end the
man,
stream
like-
until the timer ends. Shay was shooting for 30 days, like Kai, who did a Mothbiathon, doing an entire live stream for a month straight. He would call this a Frostathon, doing an entire live
That
stream with him
definitely
and his
they-
sister,
they-
and of course other people from his family, like his mother. Not to downplay the Shay Subathon, as I'm pretty sure there could have been a lot of people clipping certain things or even talking about it in general, but I wasn't
Yeah, but
seeing
bro
many
has
things
reckless.
about
He
it
be using
until
his
I
mama
on
on
Twitter one
clips,
day
huh?
and saw a clip of a
But,
girl
hey.
running with the Shay pointing the camera at her, but she had no shirt on, and yet
Right.
he was still recording it, live streaming
But
it,
that's
everything.
for his adult fans. That's for his, you know what I'm saying? They willing to do
Now,
it.
I'm no
You
genius,
see what she willing
but
to
having
do?
things like this appear on your stream makes me wonder if what you're actually
That's
streaming
fun.
is anything of value. Again, not to discredit him, but it just feels like this type of content is for younger kids who are addicted to stroking that chicken. And they're actually there for entertainment value, but for a completely different reason. Now, I couldn't find context of that clip, unfortunately, but it was crazy to see, and this wasn't the only clip of him being freaky. As I showed in the beginning, he does this regularly when he is on stream. And there were other clips when he started to bring
the
on guests
freakiest
like
streamer.
EK of him getting caught doing other
You shave
sexual
frogs.
acts while live.
Bro be getting busy on the soft porn on the tube, then he take it over
Me
to
personally,
the
I actually think Riz
Patreon. That's
content
when
or
you get
flirting
the
content on Twitch is
hardcore.
funny as hell to watch. Bring on a girl and having them talk or flirt with other guys, and having the guys troll trying to get content or clips out of it can be entertaining at times. This isn't any of that. And then lately, it doesn't seem like that's what he's doing, or recently, or at any point in time, because this
gonna be
again, this
very
seems like softcore porn.
different,
Why
man.
are we
It's-
doing
it's-
stuff like this on a live stream?
This
It just doesn't make
if
any
he
sense.
doing
And
it,
even
he
most of the
young.
things you would actually be
Trust
seeing
me,
of
he
this
get
straight frost
other
subathon. Not any
young
clips of
dudes
him being
thinking that that's
entertaining,
gonna be
fun,
what
or doing stuff like
that
that.
was
More
gonna
of him
be.
just being with E-Kane once he had brought her on, and them doing very freaky ass things on live stream, which just seems to be the norm for him.
Yeah. I thought this was
Now,
that.
I don't know
Ain't
if your
that
attention
girl that
span
was
is
talking
that
about
low,
her
but
baby
me
daddy
personally,
all the
getting
time,
on
though?
and
Like,
watching somebody flirt
that's the
with
girl
girls
that always was
24/7
talking
for
about
30
her
days
baby
straight doesn't
daddy
seem like
and
that
she'll
crazy
never
of
leave him and
entertaining content.
everything.
And apparently the Shay thought the same thing, so he happened to bring on guests from time to time. The people that were streaming were again the Shay and his sister. One of the guests that were brought on was E-Kane, and you saw in those freak ass clips what type of situations they were getting into. And another guest that was brought on was Rulo, which started a lot of controversy once he was there.
You know, she was cool, but then she started putting her hands on me too much. I don't like that. I was overstimulated, y'all. You ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. Bye, ho.
It is what it is.
Bye, ho. Crossfaded. What do I look like trying to actually like talk to a girl while she like that?
Nah.
I'm not trying to do none of that.
Unfortunately, it did not go as well as they would expect bring on Ruler, as he was very entertaining and just being himself and just having fun and entertaining the chat, while also spending more time with Brooklyn than he was really with the Shade. So effectively taking away Brooklyn from the Shade and also stealing the audience away from the Shade. And it seems like he has a very huge ego because he did not like that at all. And his reaction, instead of just being like, all right, man, let me up my content, man, let me collab with them, let me do stuff with them so that we can all be chill together, is to basically throw a fit and say, as you saw in the beginning of this video, he's just gonna leave because he doesn't feel like it's a whole family thing that's going on anymore.
Why are you booking your flight?
I'm out of here.
Why?
I'm going to Houston.
Why
You going to Houston?
Yes, bro. I do not feel like this shit is something, bro. Dead ass. I don't even feel like we're in the same house.
Why, bro?
What the fuck?
I feel like shit is not working together, so I'm out of here.
Bro, you literally come upstairs when you want to come upstairs.
No,
This
I'm
just,
not-
he,
it's cool,
like,
though.
this
I'll
is
be back,
just,
nigga.
he just,
It is a
motherfucker.
subathon. It is a... That
Right.
just leaves me.
You got them. You're straight. That is, man. You can throw this shit out.
You can come upstairs. Why?
I feel like I'm doing this by myself.
How?
I am.
We're about to do a
Oh,
whole camping segment.
But you're not getting what I'm saying.
You gotta come upstairs.
You looking for
Sometimes,
motherfucking
like,
simp.
we don't gotta come downstairs
You know
all
what
the
I'm
time.
saying?
You gotta, like, when I was feeling like that,
They got a lot of young motherfuckers though probably looking at that
So
shit.
is it
You
now?
feel me?
Now, as I already showed you before, the Shay already had his own guest on. That one being E. Kane, who was there for a while, and those two spent a lot of time together. So it doesn't logically make sense to put together that, hey, maybe he's upset because Ruler's here and he's spending a lot of time with Brooklyn, but that would be the only thing. Yet he was doing the same exact thing, not really spending as much time with his sister when E. Kane was there, and yet everything was fine. But when it's him not getting as much attention, and even the special guest not giving the attention he wants, and instead spending that time with his sister, it seems like everything becomes an issue all of a sudden. And yet he wants it to be a family type
they
of
going astray with
subathon.
his
When
sister.
earlier in the same subathon, it wasn't that, and he was okay with it when he was the one getting the attention,
I
the
get
views,
it.
everything else
I
from
get
it.
it.
But now, since it's not him, and it's still basically the same thing, not a family subathon, just them section off, it's
Right.
an issue. And his
Right.
sister even gave him a
He
solution.
like,
I
damn,
feel like if he
shit.
didn't feel like he was
Everybody
included
that
or felt
wanna
like
come
things were
stream,
too much
see,
separated,
that's
he could go
because
upstairs
you
to
on
receive
freaky
streaming and
boy
do stuff
shit,
with her.
bro.
And yet, he
Everybody
was
ain't
the
trying to
same
get
point of
out
hate,
here and
but I
put
was
they
the exact
freaky
same
boy
way.
shit
I
out
went out
there.
of my
You
way
feel
to
me?
be
Like,
listed. If you come
you
down
putting your
here
freaky
and
boy
see
out
you,
on
not
the internet,
when
so
it's him,
now
he has to do
your
that, he
image
doesn't want
that,
to.
and that's what
Instead,
you gotta
he wants to
stick
throw a
with.
fit like
You
a
probably put
child
yourself
and
in
leave. Even his
in a
chat
box,
was talking
bro.
about it, him being weird, talking about some elder shade, spamming it all. So obviously this is gonna cause some conflict, and maybe even some things happen off stream, which actually they did. I would show you, but it was literally just a mute-a-thon. They muted their mic when the Shay, Brooklyn, and Rilla were all in the room talking, and then a little bit later, Rula ended up leaving. He had made jokes earlier talking about he was gonna leave, and they were trolling about it. I put trolling in quotes because he was saying that he was gonna leave, but didn't show any like flights or anything, and people around him kept saying he was trolling. But one day, he literally just got up, left, and didn't tell any of it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't... Just talk to him. He's not answering. He's probably on a flight.
Yeah, he's probably on a flight.
Me or Deshaun will call him.
Y'all had a disagreement or something?
She has to talk to him. She doesn't know. I just hope it's not because of me. That's the only thing. Like, I just really hope.
Man, is she trolling too though? Like,
I'm telling you, bro. You can't put so much on yourself down and make you feel like, oh, it's because of me. Like, bro, he's not no weirdo. Will is probably one of the most genuine guys I've seen.
With a reaction like this, it would be obvious that the Shay's chat was turning on him more and more as the days went on, because it just felt very odd that Rula felt like himself, just his presence, him being there, was an issue to their entire subathon. The point where instead of telling people that he was getting up and leaving, he just got up and vanished one day as they all woke up and just saw that he wasn't there anymore, and not even answering their calls. This personally left a lot of people wanting to know what happened, at least from Rula's side, and because he had signed an NDA, he was unable to talk about anything directly, but he had sparked up a stream and started to talk about things in a different way. Instead of just saying outright what happened on the Shay Frost-a-thon, he puts it in movie terms, calling the Shay and his family the actors and referring to it in that specific way as if it was a movie.
Are the best liars on the planet.
Oh man.
Because they can make you believe that a character is real in real life. They can make you care about them. And you'll see them in real life and be like, that's a character. That's not even that person you don't even recognize them as a regular human being. You see them as what? Just what they showed you. Just what they infiltrate your brain.
The character.
You believe that there's something that they're not. Okay? Actors have a director. The directors can't really do anything. They orchestrate all of it. Director is never in the camera, but they are orchestrating everything behind the way that the characters act, the way that the characters move, the way that they talk. The whole persona that the actors get is given to them by the director. Go out there. This is what you got to do. Get this. Understand this. Go out there and make them believe it. Now you start getting critics on the movie. The critics start seeing this ain't no real movie.
Yeah. Motherfuckers like your shit all set up.
What is all this? None of this is organized.
Right. This
None
all
of this looks like it is.
It's all food.
Who's watching this?
Right.
Who's entertained by this? Without doing a correct background check, you inevitably brought someone who didn't have to try to outshine and make the movie better than what it was, to the point to where you had to shut the whole movie down because the critics loved them, the audience loved them, your audience didn't even want to mess with you no more. That came in and took the whole over. Is why movies nowadays do not work, because there's no real
substance,
organic material involved with crafting a movie now. It's just copy and paste. See what I seen in this movie, try to make it do over here, bare minimum effort, let's try to put it out, I don't even care, as long as I make a little bit of money back, I'm cool.
To break down everything Ruler just said, he's basically saying that Shay Frost and his family are overall just actors. Not really the family, but two main people in it, which is the Shay himself and his mother. His mother being the director, the Shay being the actor, and mainly only there to make money. As he said at the very end, it's just copy and paste stuff. He saw how well Kai Sabathon went, and decided he's gonna put his own spin on it and do his own thing. But he didn't have any content plan. He didn't have anything specific that he wanted to do. He wasn't doing anything too original. He just basically did the same thing, copy and paste. Not even that Kai did, but just that he had already been doing, trying to bring girls on and flirt with them. Copy and paste, in the exact same thing. Nothing too innovative. And again, bringing himself into it, he is talking about how when he came, a lot of people gravitated toward him because he was just trying to have fun, be entertaining, make everybody laugh. And yet that caused such a conflict with the Shay because of how much attention that he was getting, that he ended up just having him leave. And he felt like he had to leave, so he just did himself. And even outside of the whole Ruler situation, as I mentioned earlier, the subathon really wasn't that planned. There wasn't much content, and because of that, he got a lot of hate for it. So when you add that, plus what happened with Ruler, and the way he seemed like he had a huge ego because of the attention that he was lacking, this caused a lot of hate to be thrown his way. So even after all this got kind of sorted out, where they weren't mentioning it as much, and towards the end of the Shay Subathon, he still was upset about all the hate that he was receiving.
I don't like getting emotional in front of people, but thank y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I've been going through hella shit out here. Hella shit. And I've had to go through it and push, bro.
Boy, yo,
push all the time. And I've had to push through all the time.
He learned how to act somewhere. He got an acting class.
But y'all dead ass, like, y'all been there for me every single time. And I thank everybody, bro. Like, I think For Your Will. I think Lito up next. For Your Will. We're going to end, but let's get For Your Will's Instagram and stuff so we can talk to him and we can, I'm going to send him something. King Trippin', everybody, all my mods, Only Amari, Cisco, everybody, bro. Fly, Nia, man, everybody in here. I appreciate y'all. Like, y'all don't understand, bro. This was hard as fuck. This was hard, bro. This was hard, bro. Like, going through all this and being able to do this. And, bro, I needed my family for sure. I couldn't have done this without my family, bro.
Now you can call this fake, you can call this acting, you could say whatever you want and be like, he's not actually that truly upset. You cannot say it's not sort of deserved. You can't act a certain way and then be surprised when you receive the treatment that you have been handing out to other people. And even a little bit after this, he ended up taking a break from streaming and came back recently with an apology. And I'm gonna be honest, it is kind of one of the saddest apologies I've ever seen a YouTuber / streamer / content creator do, because he's not really saying much of anything. He's just, a lot of words are being said, but nothing of real substance.
That was a trip. I'm not gonna lie, that was a trip. And honestly, I've been seeing, like, the past couple of days, I haven't really been on my phone for real, like TikTok and stuff like that.
He been on his phone. Fuck what he talking about. Frost has been on that phone. He see what motherfuckers talking about on the internet. Now he want to try to change his image and shit.
I kind of just try to stay off and try to really
critical.
just, I don't know. I'm just not gonna lie, bro.
Frost.
I know it might sound weird, but I'm low-key glad that that shit happened to me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm low-key glad that that shit happened to me, because I feel like
probably need to change the image up. You need to.
I'm so used
you know what I'm
to,
saying,
like,
do
especially
it
just like
different.
my sister and everything that shit that happened. I'm so used to, like, everything and being like doing shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, to where God had to sit me down, bro, and be like, bro,
man,
if I'm gonna
crazy.
take you to this new level and everything, you can't be having those type of fucking traits that, you know what I'm saying? Those traits, and bring that into this new year or this new level. You know what I mean? And I really was appreciated for that. And I sat back and I've been reading, I've been doing different things, and I had to sit down and I had to be like, damn, I'm not gonna listen unless everybody calls me out for the bullshit that I did.
Yeah, that's
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
if that makes sense, like, if God knows how it works, bro, he's never gonna put me through something that I can't push through. But if everybody calls me out for my bullshit, I'm gonna have to sit back and reevaluate.
So he basically admits to everything that he's done. It's just saying that God put him through that because he had to show him that he could not ascend to this new level by acting the way that he does, which I'm assuming he is insinuating that is a bad way to act. As the only thing I can get from that is terrible that the way he was acting, and he needs to change himself. The only way that he would be able to do that is to put on a public clown show that the entire world would dogpile him into having to change himself no matter what, even though he doesn't really have a choice now, because if he doesn't, then no one would really want to support him, and God put him through that because he knows that's what he needed to do.
Gotta be safe with that content, man. Gotta be safe with that content. Hey, I knew, man, Hustle Cartel, hey, them dice he's selling on the internet, bro. I knew something wasn't right about them dice when I seen them. I said, nah, I'm not even, if y'all letting him play with them dice, and I ain't really fucking with his role either. I don't know. Y'all, if y'all go look at how Hustle Cartel rolled dice, bro, I don't know. If back in the day, that shit probably wouldn't fly. Motherfuckers ain't going. I don't think motherfuckers was going for the how he rolled his dice. He set them bitches, and then he just, and then the new dice here he's selling, no, I'm not fucking with them joints. We need to get regular old dice. We got to go to a gas station and grab some real dice. Those dice that he's selling look tricky. I ain't really rocking with those dice that he got. Them bitches crazy. I'd rather play on the phone than play with them bitches. Them motherfuckers crazy. Damn. See, this was crazy right here, man. I always hear these stories about the life insurance moves. Like, you got to be careful who your partner is, because a lot of people will know what your insurance plan is, and they'll try to figure out how to get you gone for that motherfucker, like, for real. So be careful who you know what I'm saying, call yourself dealing with, because motherfuckers will do you in, just like this man right here who had a, you know what I'm saying, pizza place, and his wife basically you know what I'm saying, did that. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be careful. She right there knowing everything. She know the insurance down. She good. But now these women are growing to be more greedy, and they want to have a one-up on everybody. So they gonna do what they gotta do. So you gotta be careful out here, man. This shit is crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah, and then this whole thing with motherfucking Dirk is. There's a lot of people just out here wasting talent and just doing the wrong shit, man. Being blessed with the money and just still want to be so fucking gangster, bro. You want to be so fucking hood. Can't let it go. But it's part of the lifestyle. But you can leave that shit alone. Fuck you talking about. But I guess after you done did so much in the street, you can't. You gotta live that shit. Cause can Dirk start a construction company and just live his life and, you know what I'm saying, do that? Can he just say fuck that and be like, I'm not doing no street shit. I'm just gonna start me a company and do that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I could still do my rap shit, but I'm gonna do this. He could have been doing, he probably got all that type of shit going on. But now it's a possibility the motherfucker ain't gonna hide that shit no more. It's crazy. Damn. I gotta get my morning cook in, man.